Good afternoon and welcome to today's lesson. So, the last lesson we learned how to convert base 10 to base 2. So now we are going to learn how to convert base 2 to base 10. So, we have 3 examples to practice that with. So the instruction says convert the following to base 10. So the first number I'm having is 101 base 2. So we want to convert it to base 10. Okay, let's start. So my solution. Now, number 101 base 2. So base 10. Now you are going to start by writing the numbers, just the numbers. Okay, so you write that 101. You see that? Okay, now after you've done that, you are going to write some numbers on these numbers. We can call those numbers power. You'll be starting from 0. So this is number 1. So I'll write 0 on it. This is the next number, I'll write 1 on it. And the next number, I'll write 2 on it. I hope you can see that clearly. Okay, so after that, I'll come down. Let me mark it step by step so you see it. After that, I'm going to use 2 to multiply these numbers. Now, where did that 2 come from? It came from the base 2. Because these numbers are in base 2. So the 2 I want to use in multiplying these numbers came from this base 2. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? My equals to. So I'm going to do that in a bracket. You'll see why. So open a bracket. Say this is 2, which is the base 2, times this number, which is 1. I'll put the 1 over here, then I'll close it. Then in between, I'll put a bracket. I'll put plus. Okay, open that bracket. 2 again. Remember, where did this 2 come from? From the base 2 of the number. So 2 times the next number, which is 0. So I'll write 0 over here, then I'll close it. Okay, plus, open again. 2 times. Now remember where this 2 came from is from the base 2. The next number here is 1. 2 times 1. Then I'll close it. Okay? Now, after you've done this, now, this number, which is this, is carrying the power 0. So that 0, you're going to write it on 2. You see that? Okay? This number over here is carrying the power what? Is carrying the power 1. So that 1, you're going to write it on its own 2 as well, 1. And this number, which is the last one over here, is carrying the power 2. So I'm going to write it on 2 over there. You see that? Now what do you do next? Now, if you read this properly, it simply means 2 raised to power 2. So if I should ask you what is 2 raised to power 2, that's 4. Okay? So my bracket is still open, so that will become 4 times 1. Then your plus. Now, this means 2 raised to power 1. If I should ask you what is 2 raised to power 1, it is still 2. If you recite your power table, 2 raised to power 1 is 2. So, yes, it's going to be 2 times 0. Then close the bracket. Plus. Now, this is 2 raised to power 0. Don't get confused. Anything raised to power 0 will give you 1. Assuming this is 5, and it is 5 raised to power 0, my answer will still be 1. So take note. Anything raised to power 0 will give you 1. Is that clear? So now this 2 raised to power 0 has given us 1 times 1, which is the one over here. Then close my brackets. Okay? Now multiply everybody and get what you have. So 4 times 1 will give me what? 4. So I can take out the bracket since I have simplified what is inside the bracket. So I have 4. My addition sign plus 2 times 0, that would give me 0. I can take out the bracket, I have simplified it, plus 1 times 1, that will give me 1. So 4 plus 0, that's 4. And 0 plus 1, that's 1. So 4 plus 1, that will give me 5. So my final answer is equals to 5 base 10. Stop. So that means 101 base 2 is equals to 5. You could pause the video and try converting 5 to base 2 and see if we give you the same answer, which definitely will give you the same answer. Okay, let's move on to the second example, which says 111 base 2 to base 10. Okay, number 2, it says 111 base 2 to base 10. Now, again, you start with the same thing. Write out the numbers in the base 2, just only the numbers. So that's 1, 1, 1. Then you count some powers on the numbers starting from 0. So this will be 0, 1, and this will be 2. Then what you do next, you open up brackets and you bring 2. Remember, where do we get the 2 from? The base of the number. The base of the number, that's where we get this 2 from. So that means if the base of the number is 3, then this here is going to be 3. But since it is 2, that is why 2 is here. So you use it to multiply each of the numbers one after the other. So the base, which is base 2, times 1. Close brackets. Then put your plus in between. Open that bracket. The base again, which is 2, times the next number, which is 1. And put your 1. Close the brackets. Plus, open our brackets, the base again, which is 2, times the last number, which is 1. Okay, so now remember, this number, this is it over here, and what is it carrying? It's carrying the power 0. So you write the power 0 on the 2. The next number, which is this over here, is carrying the power 1. So you're going to write the power 1 on the 2. And the first number, which is this over here, is carrying the power 2. So I'm going to write 2 on 2 over here. Okay, now let's continue. So this is 2 raised to the power 2, and 2 raised to the power 2 will give you 4. Okay, so this is 4 times the 1. Put it over there. Plus, you put your plus. Continue. 2 raised to the power 1, that will give you 1 times 1. Close the brackets. Plus, open the bracket. Now remember I said earlier, anything raised to the power 0 will give you 1. So this is 2 raised to the power 0, which will give you 1 times the 1 over 1, then close the brackets. Now, let's multiply and add them. So 4 times 1, that will give you what? 4. So you write your 4 over here and put your addition symbol. So this is 1 times 1, that will give you 1. Then put your next addition. And 1 times 1, that will give you 1. So 4 plus 1, that will give you what? That will give you 5. And 5 plus 1, that will give you 6. So your final answer is equals to 6 base 10. Okay. So that simply means 111 base 2 is equals to 6 base 10. Okay, let's move on to the third example. I believe you are following up. So the third example says 1010 base 2. Okay. So number 3. I have 1010 base 2 to base 10. Okay, so remember again, you start by writing out the digits of the base 2 number, which is 1010. Then you count the power starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. So what you do next, you open up brackets and you use the base to multiply all the numbers. So what is the base of this number? And the base is 2. So that I'm using 2 times the first number, which is 1. Okay, 1, close the bracket, put your addition, open that bracket, the base again, which is 2, times the next number is 0, so you add just 0, then close the bracket, plus, open that bracket, again use the base, which is 2 times the next number, which is the third number, this is 1, so 2 times 1, then close the bracket, plus, open last bracket, so again use the base, which is 2 times, and the last number there is what is 0, so 2 times 0, so close the bracket. Now let us see, let's cross check our work. 1 1 0 0 1 1 and 0 0, so we are correct. Now the next thing to do is what? The powers on this number, write them on the 2. So the first number, which is 0, is having a power 0, so you write 0 over here. The second number, which is 1, is having a power 1, so write the power over here. The third number, which is 0, is having a power 2, so write the power over here. And the fourth number, which is 1, is having the power 3, so write the power over here. Okay, so now let's move on. So 2 raised to power 3, what does that mean? That is 2 times 2 times 2, that will give us 8. So 2 raised to power 3 is 8. Okay, so I believe you should have mastered your index classes by now. So 2 raised to power 3, that will give us 8. Now the multiplication times, you have your 1 over here, close the bracket, plus. Okay, move on to the next person. This is 2 raised to power 1. Sorry, 2 raised to power 2. That will give us what? 4. So you have 4 times 0. Okay, move on to the next one, which is 2 raised to power 1. Okay, 2 raised to power 1, that will still be 2 times, you have your 1. Okay, plus. So remember, I told you anything raised to power 0 will give you 1. So this will be 1 times 0. Close the brackets. Okay. Now, so 8 times 1, that will give us 8. Plus 4 times 0, that will give us 0. Plus 2 times 1, that will give us 2. Plus 1 times 0, that will give us 0. So let's add the numbers together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. And 10 plus 0 is 10. So our answer is equals to 10 base 10. And that's the final answer. So that is how to convert numbers from base 2 to base 10. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe. So follow up for the next class. Bye for now.